Hi, August.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi. Sorry, maybe it was there something on the coming on the top. Do I say admit?
Okay.
I have to click
Yeah, yeah.
admit. I didn't know. This first time they are asking to go through.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Is there anyone else on the call? I know
No,
it's
I
been
think
20 minutes.
only me. Maybe it was showing up. I was not. I thought it is once I lock in, everybody, it will automatically admit everybody.
Yeah, yeah. No, so okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm a postdoc working with Babak Falsafi and with Xavier. So we've been working together on doing the server power measurements for breaking the server power down into IUE. And we finished putting together the slides for OCP Summit next week.
Okay.
And then
Mhm.
we did some massaging. So we'll show the IUE breakdowns. And then
Okay.
we try to do a characterization sort of showing how as you transition to DLC, you increase fan or as you increase and first of all, as you increase data center ambient temperature, you're going to increase your fan speeds, and that increases the fan power, and we show how it changes in IUE.
Okay.
And then we also did a showing going from as you go from DLC, go from air cooling to DLC, you have the CDU pump power. That is considered non-IT power, right? So therefore your PUE gets worse going to DLC, and we sort of show how should we do fan corrected PLC PUE. But yeah, that is the plan for next week.
Okay.
Um, this is my first time coming to this meeting, so I don't know if there's anything else. We discussed a bit about the PDU, how to account for the PDU and PUE going forward, or
Right.
if
Okay.
you do PUE up to the input of the PDU,
Mm-hmm.
and because server power for IUE is comes from the output of the PDU, you have like a 1% loss maybe that gets lost in the accounting. So that's what
Right,
we
right, right. Yeah.
discussed last week.
But I think it's potentially the PDU cannot be moved out of the IT system. The reason is if you move it out, you need to
Yep.
have big bus for carrying all the power, right?
Yep.
It's going to add a lot of additional cost.
Hmm.
Even then, you could not probably supply all the different racks with centralized PDU, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think the
But
challenges are there. I think if
yeah,
there is some innovative proposal,
yeah, I see.
maybe you can give a high voltage kind of I don't know DC and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can switch the PDUs power supply or solid state things
Yeah,
are
yeah.
there, then maybe possibility there, right?
Well, right now, as we were saying, PDU for especially for co-locator, right? It only goes to the input of the PDU.
Right, right.
For
Yeah,
everything after that is considered IT power.
correct.
And then what we're doing of IUE, everything comes from after the PDU. So there's some loss there that we're not accounting for.
Okay, okay.
So
Maybe it's good to kind of show that, right? Either there's two ways you can show. One is, are you measuring at rack level or
yep.
are you measuring at a compute slut level, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you measure at rack level, then you can think of whole rack
Mhm.
is a compute box.
Yeah, correct. So if we say we measure the IUE for the whole rack,
Right, right,
but then we would have to kind of rethink IUE instead of because right now it says PSU loss. We might have to say like PSU plus PDU loss, right?
right, right.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the reason we are trying to say the compute is we want
Hmm.
to say like how many losses are there, right? So
Yes,
you're
yep.
right. I think right now is there is a DC level input you're measuring. That's
Yes.
what
Hmm.
the PUE is accounting for. Everything else is
Yep.
considered IT. And
Yes.
you can also say like, yeah, there is a when you're doing IUE, there is an
Hmm.
island of things it's still missed. I think that need to be accounted, right? At least
Yeah, yeah, I see, I see.
you may kind of just say like, yeah, this need to be accounted somewhere, right? Then let us
Oh, okay.
probably come back and discuss and see like how do we want to account it for?
Well, maybe to confirm with you, the PDU, is there significant losses there? Bob and I were trying to look it up, and everyone says it's just like a power strip, right? So it's the loss is only in your metal contacts. But is it, well, if you're having a 20 kilowatt rack, there's still a lot of loss in there. It's 200
I
some
think
watts, right?
somebody has to measure and show the numbers.
Yep.
If you measure and show the numbers, then there is a, I mean, if the number is so big, people start looking at how do we reduce it, right? Like fan power that you guys are showing
Yeah.
that, right? Fan power is
Hmm.
occupying a lot of power.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
So maybe when you're going on liquid cooling, then that efficiency improves, right?
Yep.
And similarly, like if it is PDU is causing a lot more uh, waste,
Yeah.
maybe going at then you have to compare multiple different voltages, right? Which voltage gives
Yeah, yeah, correct.
you um, less wastage, right? Then people can start looking at it, right?
Okay.
Maybe you can put it as opportunities to kind of explore or improve, right?
Okay, characterize the PDU loss, see if there's any.
Right, right. Any opportunities exist to increase the efficiency there, right?
Good.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all I had. I was told to
Okay.
attend these meetings, so
Okay, then,
maybe we lost it.
yeah, then have a good summit next week, and
All right, thank you, thank you.
we'll looking forward on some summary after week after next.
Got
Uh,
it.
yeah.
All right, sounds great. All right, well, it's
Okay.
good to chat. Nice to meet you. All
Nice meeting you.
right,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Sorry for letting you wait for a while.
No worries. Then maybe I think because I was waiting and then I got kicked out, so maybe everyone else was
No,
waiting too.
no.
So
I basically said I was waiting and I didn't see people, so I was closing the Zoom
I
and
see.
I went back to see anything people responded. I want to respond. Then I saw your
I see.
mail. Then I
Okay.
joined back uh, and then
All
I
right.
saw like there was somebody waiting, sort of.
All right. Okay.
So maybe
All
it
right.
was showing up all the time, but maybe Xavier might have joined and he left too. So yeah, I think there is another person waiting. Hold on, just a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
He just joined probably, right? Hi, Jadis.
Hey, hi, Sammy.
I just about to close.
Okay,
Welcome
so
back
sorry. Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah. I was late to the call.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Um, are you going to EMEA next week?
No, I won't be able to travel.
Okay, 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 okay.
It's happening where
It's in
exactly?
Barcelona.
Potsdam?
Barcelona, Spain.
Barcelona, Spain. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, no. Yeah. Cool.
Do you have any updates, Jadis?
No, but yeah, our startup got a grant, so that's a good news.
Oh,
And
nice. Congrats.
yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, we also onboarded an advisor today,
Okay,
and we will take some projects from European Space Agency potentially. So that's also in the pipeline. So some good things happening on my side.
okay,
Uh, yeah, and we are building our product in this. It's improving as we speak.
okay, okay. Good, good, good. Yeah, I think if you're in Europe, then I think Spain, Barcelona, visiting OCP might be a good place to kind of create a contacts there, right?
Yeah, yeah. If I get a ticket,
Ah, right, right, right. Yeah, yeah,
discounted ticket, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know how much. I did not see actually the EMEA OCP thing, but yeah.
Okay,
Let's see if I can go.
okay, okay. I think August is going to be presenting it next week with Xavier. Um,
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice to meet
I
you. I'm a postdoc working with Babak and Xavier here at EPFL, and we put together a presentation to present next week at OCP or EMEA, and then primarily we'll talk about how we measure server power, how we break it down into IUE, and then present some findings or motivating how PUE kind of is not PUE is contradictory when you move to DLC. Your server might use less power, but it has a higher PUE, and then we're trying to show
Okay.
like sort of like motivating why you should adjust fan power outside of IT power. And then also
Mhm.
try to do some experiments like, oh, at what ambient temperatures, now that we understand fan power, do they start dominating server power or start becoming a significant factor? So yeah, we'll be presenting that next week. And then I guess maybe the week afterwards, Xavier and I will give an update on the call.
Okay, that's cool. I'm like, as in, will there be a virtual thing available for this?
no,
EME? Yeah. Okay.
they the conference is physical. I think only 1 year they got a virtual, 1 year, 2 year they got a virtual during COVID.
Okay. Okay.
After that, they moved to physical again.
But everything's recorded, so I guess it'll be
Okay.
online later.
Yeah, it's going to be posted. I think after a week after the
Mhm.
summit, they post the whole thing onto the
Okay.
website. Yeah.
Okay. And where are you based in France?
Yeah, I'm at EPFL, so I'm in Lausanne, Switzerland.
Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Okay, then we will give you time back. Then we will see you guys a week after next then.
Perfect. Take care.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.